Wow. After all these years, I finally get to review this show. Now, before I get into anything, what's up, people of the world? It's me again, Alex Wimmer, aka AP3 Jumped, and today I am finally reviewing an episode, or rather, just in general, I'm finally reviewing episodes for My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And starting off with the season 9 premiere, The Beginning of the End. Very fitting title, by the way, because, I figured I'd just go into get into some disclaimers really quick before I actually get into my thoughts on the episode. See, I got my Rainbow Dash shirt to accommodate this review, and this show was one of the first cartoons that I started watching episode reviews for, and seeing those reviews inspired me to do episode reviews for The Loud House, and since this is the final season of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, I figured I would owe it to myself to finally review the show that I saw reviews for that inspired me to do reviews in the first place. And a little bit of background really quick. I know I'm sort of dragging on, but I have to give these disclaimers because y'all don't know 100% what I think of the show. I've been a fan of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic since 2012, and I've loved it ever since. And unfortunately, I've put that on the wayside for The Loud House. So I've never stopped watching My Little Pony. I've always been watching it ever since. However, I've sometimes have failed to keep up with it in favor of The Loud House. But I am back on the MLP hype train, and I am back along with the ride for this final season. And like I said, I owe it to myself to review the final season. And I think the 200th episode is going to be the season as well. So, and yeah, I might review older episodes from older seasons. We'll see. But anyway, the season 9 premiere. Now, this was, I'm just going to point it out right now. Hold on, let me do a jump cut before I actually delve in. I'm just going to say right off the bat, this was the best season premiere since season 4, I think. It was the most, there was just a whole lot of stuff going on. It felt like a season finale in that aspect. And, I love episodes like this that is able to put so much, content into an episode and not have it feel like there's too much or too little, because I feel like everyone gets just the right amount of screen time, and for the people who didn't get quite as much, like for example, because I'm Dr. Wolf pointing out these things I'm about to mention. Shining Armor, Princess Cadance, and Fairy Heart, they didn't get quite enough screen time as they could have, but for the sake of the story, they didn't really. What they got was fine, and oh damn it, my neck. And that's just one example, but like I said, there's a lot of character interactions here, and I love episodes like this in general, like for any show, that they're so action-packed and able to put all in so well. Now, the new villain introduced in this season was a villain that I've wanted in this generation of My Little Pony since excuse me, for several years now. Ever since I found out about him in 2014, 2015, I'd say, and that's Grogar. I've been wanting to see this dude adapted in this series since like the past 4 or 5 years, and now that I've seen him, he's fucking awesome. I love seeing him. It was worth the wait to see him on screen, and for him to bring back all these previous villains. Let's see, Tyrek, Queen Chrysalis, the most recent villain, Cozy Glow, very interesting villain, by the way, and she is, and he also was able to bring back King Sambar. Now, I thought for sure that he died, and I thought a long time ago, Megan McCarthy confirmed that he was literally killed off, but apparently not. Because he apparently is able to be brought back from the dead by Grogar. Because if I remember correctly, Grogar was like the Emperor of Monsters or something like that. I can't exactly remember what his moniker was. There's even like a theory that like he might have created Discord. Dr. Wolf made a video about that. You should check it out. And I'm going to be referencing him a lot, by the way. So just to have something to base off these reviews off of, because I'll talk about that later on. So yeah, I loved seeing the sort of League of Villains, and there's even a part where Twilight's under the influence of like her worst fear, or I can't remember exactly what it's called, but she sort of sees like a bad future where she sees Nightmare Moon once again, and Celestia's evil form. I can't remember Princess Celestia's evil form, and so they even brought them back for this, and it seems like they brought almost every single villain that's ever been seen in this series into this season premiere. Like that's freaking awesome, honestly. Everybody from season 1, season 2, like reformed villains included. Discord and Starlight, and yeah, and now Discord, I'll get to him in a little bit, and I want to talk about King Sombra again for a little bit. The fact that they gave him a voice was awesome. He didn't really have one. He just sort of spoke in this ominous tone way back in his first appearance. And my God, I remember it like it was fucking yesterday. But yeah, you see, hearing him with a voice, I love his pompous voice. He sounds really good. And now Discord, he has a really good role, and he plays his first time we see him really helping out the main six with like action scenes, sort of, and at one point he sort of fakes out a defeat. He fooled me too, by the way. Of course, Dr. Wolf wasn't fooled by that, but I was. Either way, though, that was still a really tender and sweet moment where he was reminding the main six that they don't need elements of harmony in order to defeat King Sombra again. And yeah, this review was all over the place, but my general thoughts on it were the fact that, like I said, I loved seeing all the old villains again, and seeing Grogar in this adaptation. That was awesome to see, and it was just a great season premiere overall. Like I said, the best one since season 4. And there was just so much going on, so many storylines, so many subplots. It didn't feel like too much, and it didn't feel like there was too little. Like I said, everyone got the appropriate amount of screen time, and every scene felt like those got their perfect amount of screen time as well. So nothing felt too overbearing or too underused. And that is very, very hard to do in fiction. But I guess I'll give this I'm going to give it it's almost, I want to give it a 10 out of 10 because it was just such a great season premiere. And that's it. If you like this review, then don't forget to subscribe. I will. Sorry, this review is late. I've just been doing other things in real life between my new job and doing other types of YouTube videos. Yeah, I'm sorry that this review is late. However, whenever brand new episodes come out, I'm going to try to upload them like no later than 48 hours after they premiere, and I'm gonna hold on to that promise, because I'm having them all DVR'd, and yeah, and these episodes are going to be a lot harder for me to review. Because there's a lot more to these episodes than Loud House episodes. For number one, these episodes are 22 minutes, all of them. Number two, there's a lot more going on in these episodes, like I said. A whole lot more. And, yeah, I'm glad I'm able to review one of my favorite cartoons. The first cartoon that I ever discovered a fandom for, actually. And I'm just really excited for this journey. And like I said, I'm going to be referencing Dr. Wolf a lot, so this just to use him as sort of a template, not plagiarizing him. That's not what I'm doing. Just sort of using him as a guideline as to how I review these episodes. That way I can review them properly. But yeah, I'm Alex Swimmer, aka AP Through Jumped. Thank you so much for watching until the end. That's it for me, and I will see you soon. Goodbye. And one more thing. Discord is my absolute favorite character in the entire series. From the moment he was introduced as a villain, even after he got reformed as a good guy, all the way up until now. Personally, I think he's better as a good guy. He's even better as a good guy. So, yeah. I gotta end the video, otherwise I'll be talking nonstop for however many minutes. Alright, I also do Loud House reviews as well, so if you like other animation reviews, then check those out as well. Sorry this video was all over the place, but for a first attempt at reviewing a My Little Pony episode, it wasn't too terrible, I think. Well, y'all be the judge.